Alright, welcome back to Case Closed Anime Review, episode number 256. We are here reviewing episode number 1145, Hotel Syria Bomber Case, Part 2, which adapts from the rest of chapter 1095 and the entirety of chapter 996. Plus, we'll also discuss a new chapter manga release, which, of course, there will not be a new chapter released next week, but the following week. Which, thank God, it's only a 1 week break, not like 2 weeks per se. Yep. So, in this episode, basically, here's what happens. So, Eren devises basically like, okay, so we are going to interrogate these people in Sarah's hotel room, which is interesting. Why they agreed to this? Well, and of course, they have Mary hide in a cupboard. Well, because she's small. Of course, she has little coughs because basically the way that, basically, if I remember, the reason why that she coughs is because right after she shrunk, she swam in the Thames, and then she was picked up by her daughter. Actually, it was Thames. It was some river, and she got a cold, and she's not gone over the cold since then. So they don't have this here in the anime, but basically, Mary agrees in exchange for keeping her phone on, but muted. So, basically keep Mary's and be muted, but let's keep it on there per se. Yes. So first they have Eren, Conan, and Eren, and Sarah proceed to interrogate. First, the housekeeper, where mentioned with the whole code thing, and then the bellhop, and they interrogate him. And then they interrogate the guy. Apparently, it turns the guy from the last episode. Turns out he's actually a famous writer, who's a smoker, who was actually who was paying for 2 hotels because of his constant smoking. And the only reason why that the hotel can't ban him is because the owner is a fan of his. That's pretty much the reason for it. What kind of writer he is? He's apparently a mystery writer. And then when they interrogate him later, he apparently had to politely have a woman leave his room who looks like she just got dressed. So, and she said she's actually his editor. I highly doubt it looked like she basically just finished having sex. I highly doubt that at all. No. So they interrogate him, like, oh, come in the room, switch around, and, like, oh, we have this little, like, humming thing for coughing for some reason. Like, that's a new thing. And he also mentioned that this hotel uses like, regular keys. The bellhop did mention that they're going to switch to key cards next year. Which, here's the thing with me in hotels. A lot of hotels I've been to over the years, I've only had key cards. If you're curious, have I been to a hotel where you use like a real key to get in the room? The answer is yes. When I was much younger, when I was a kid, I did see that. So I think they switched the key cards. Well, I remember. I think they switched to those. I'd say around mid 2000s. I guess some hotels take a long time, but not lately. Last hotel I stayed at, which was up in Stamford, Connecticut, the hotel used key cards, not keys. So he did mention, oh yeah, apparently he had to search his room once in order to look for a key, which was on their bed. And when they arrived, he mentioned he did not set foot in the room, yet he knew about the particular humming thing, which it doesn't make any sense. Now, it could be from a previous time he was there. Now, the guy had just arrived and checked in, and apparently that's when the code popped up. So, oh yeah, and then of course you have Conan and the housekeeper proceed to, you have Conan go to the first floor, Sarah go to another floor, and everyone goes various different floors. Oh yeah, and by the way, the housekeeper takes them to not the 14th floor, but actually the 13th floor, and they knock on the door, and it opens up, and there's McGuire and Takagi. Now Bomber said don't have the hotel contact the police. That does not mean secret contact take place from two different hotels. So, yeah, and they figure out that, well, that the person responsible for the bombing, well, at this hotel was going to be Bellhop, pretty much because he doesn't like the writer, because he constantly smokes. In fact, he has marijuana. Well, actually, because apparently the guy is a marijuana dealer. So Conan figures it out too, and just proceeds to just knock him out with his tranquilizer dart. And when Conan explains the place, oh yeah, he just fell asleep after he confessed. I'm like, really? Yeah, he's arrested, and then we have this weird moment here. We have the guy from a previous episode, this old guy, this older gentleman, mysterious guy with glasses, where he proceeds to activate the fire hydrant, and I think also I see a guy with a gas mask. This is from a previous story, by the way. This guy, yeah, second ever appearance in the series. Who is this guy? Who's the guy in the car? The mysterious man with sunglasses. He actually previously appeared in a very recent episode. Was actually an episode like he was in like the arc for like episode 1009. It's been 6 episodes, not very long per se. And apparently he sees something, presumably Sarah, and it's not really delved into who the heck these two people are. Yeah, who the heck this guy is, they don't say. He just randomly shows up in a chapter who was seen by, well, the department the chief inspector, Kuroda, and Ori, who's the superintendent. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing when these guys just randomly show up and they're like, oh, they see Sarah for some reason. Possibly hints the fact this guy may have a connection to Sarah, the Masami and Mary. Could this guy be... My theory is this guy could be her, or basically her grandfather. And Mary might be on the run from him. It's possible, but I don't think these two are part of the Black Organization. There's no evidence to prove the fact these two are. Because they see Sarah and they see Masami and Mary, but who knows exactly what the heck is going on here? Because these guys just showed up and there's not much development in these two guys yet. Because, like I said, random. Yeah. So not much to this episode, but now move on to the new chapter of the manga. We have sort of a revelation about what happened in this chapter. So we see Shichi with the stars of the Wild Police Story series, basically locking the door like key like this, like oh, it's marijuana. Yep, like oh yeah, and of course a fight, and of course basically knocked the guy out. Like oh, flat tire. Yep, they try to get away. And Conan just happens to sit in the guy's car. And of course, they knock the guy out the road and gets arrested. It's like, actually, Conan just ran. Oh, it's Kiji. Man, he's actually dead. Yeah. So they get arrested for probably marijuana. Maybe again someday. And then we cut back to present day where Amuro's fixing... well, the sink. And then it's revealed that by the end of this chapter, it is very much hinted at. It's like, oh, the coffee thing and about the puzzle. And so Amuro finds out that Kon is Sichi. Yep. Oh, it's actually a 1 month break, not 1 week. Okay, so we get another chapter next month. But it's a very okay chapter, but probably the most important thing about this chapter is that Amuro finds out Kon is Sichi. That's it. That's all I did when it comes to that one. Yep. I give the chapter a 9 out of 10. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it for particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Next up we have is a Comic Corner. Yep. And it's basically for 2 miniseries. Which ones? You'll find out in the next review. Okay? Next video. Bye.